Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right? Being the nice guy, always being available, showing you care, only to be met with indifference? You see other men who seem to do less yet command more respect, more attraction, more presence, and you ask yourself, what do they know that I don't? The difference isn't about wealth or looks or status. It's about an internal framework. It's about being a high-value man, and it's not something you're born with. It is built habit by habit, decision by decision. In this video, we are not going to talk about tricks or manipulation. We are going to break down the 10 core habits and mindsets that high-value men live by, and that others frankly neglect. Master these, and you will stop seeking respect and start commanding it, simply by the man you are becoming. The ancient Stoics, like the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, understood this better than anyone. They taught that true power comes not from controlling others, but from mastering oneself. A high-value man operates from this principle. His value is not determined by a woman's approval, a boss's praise, or his social media likes. It is forged in his own mind through his own actions. This is the fundamental difference. Most men live with an external locus of control. Their happiness is a roller coaster dictated by outside events and the validation of others. The high-value man cultivates an internal locus of control. He is the thermostat in the room, setting the temperature. He is not the thermometer, merely reflecting it. We will now walk through each of the 10 habits. I want you to listen not just for the what, but for the why. Understand the psychology behind each one, and make sure you stay until the very end, because the 10th habit is the one that most men overlook. It's the quiet foundation upon which all the others are built, and without it, the entire structure collapses. Let's begin. Number 1, he operates from his purpose, not for her approval. This is the prime directive. A high-value man has a mission, a direction in his life that is more important than any single person in it. This doesn't mean he is cold or unloving. It means his life's purpose is his priority. A woman is a wonderful partner on his journey, not the destination itself. Consider this common scenario. Man A gets a text from a woman he likes that says, "I might be free later." He immediately cancels his gym session, puts his work aside, and waits by the phone, hoping she'll call. He has communicated that his life, his time, and his plans are worthless without her input. Now, consider man B. He receives the same text. He replies, "Sounds good. I'm heading to the gym now as planned, but I'm free to talk tomorrow night." He hasn't been rude. He has simply signaled that his time is valuable, his commitments matter, and he is willing to share his time, not sacrifice it. The actionable step here is to define your mission. Right now, take a moment after this video and write down your top 3 priorities completely outside of dating. It could be a career project, a fitness goal, or learning a new skill. Schedule these activities into your calendar first. Treat them as unbreakable appointments with yourself, because that's what they are. The psychological effect of this is profound. It's not about playing games or being unavailable. It's about being genuinely occupied with your own growth. This is the root of authentic confidence and is universally attractive. It communicates that your emotional state is not dependent on her and that you are a whole person, inviting her to join a life already in motion. Number 2, he practices an economy of words. A man who is secure in himself and his position does not need to use many words to make his point. He understands that silence is often more powerful than speech. He speaks with intention and, crucially, he does not over-explain himself to gain approval or justify his actions. Imagine a situation where a woman tests him or questions a decision he's made. The average man, feeling his authority is challenged, will immediately launch into a long-winded defense. He'll write paragraphs in a text message, laying out his logic, seeking her understanding and agreement. The high-value man does the opposite. He gives a calm, concise answer and then holds the frame. He is comfortable in the silence that follows. He doesn't need her to agree with his reasoning. because his decision was made based on his own principles, not on her opinion of them. The practical step here is to build the habit of the pause. Before you send that long text, before you launch into a lengthy explanation, ask yourself, is this truly necessary? Can this be said in a single, clear sentence? In conversation, learn to embrace the powerful pause. State your point, then stop talking. Let the other person fill the silence. You will be amazed at how it shifts the dynamic of the conversation. The psychological impact is that speaking less makes your words weigh more. It conveys confidence, certainty, and a lack of neediness. Over-explaining always signals insecurity and a desperate need for validation. When you are comfortable with your own decisions, you feel no need to campaign for them. Number 3, his validation is internal. This habit is a direct result of the first two. A man on his purpose who speaks with intention does not look outside of himself for a sense of worth. He doesn't need praise to feel worthy, and he is not destroyed by criticism. His self-esteem is a byproduct of his actions and his adherence to his own code of values. Think about the modern world of social media. An average man posts a picture of an achievement, a promotion, a new car, a moment from a vacation. He then spends the next several hours anxiously checking for likes, refreshing for positive comments. His feeling of pride is held hostage by the reaction of the crowd. A high-value man might share the same moment, but his process is different. He shares it, and then he moves on to the next task, largely indifferent to the reception. His pride was forged in the effort it took to achieve the thing, not in the applause that followed. The action you can take today is to start a daily practice of self-acknowledgement. At the end of each day, write down just one thing you did that you are proud of, completely regardless of the outcome or what anyone else thought about it. Maybe you finally had a difficult conversation, or you stuck to your diet, or you finished a chapter of a book. This simple act retrains your brain to source its validation from within. The aftermath is liberation. A man who does not need external validation is a rock in a stormy sea. People are naturally drawn to this stability. He cannot be easily manipulated by flattery or shamed by insults. He is free. Number 4, he views rejection as redirection, not a reflection of his worth. Every man faces rejection. The difference lies in the meaning he assigns to it. The average man sees rejection as a final verdict on his value. He thinks, she didn't want me, therefore I am not wanted. I am not good enough. This one event poisons his entire self-concept. The high-value man has a completely different operating system. He understands that genuine compatibility is a rare and precious thing. If a woman rejects him, he processes it as a simple data point indicating a mismatch. It is not a verdict on his value, but a clarification of the path. He feels a brief sting of disappointment, perhaps, but his core thought is, okay, we weren't a match. That's good information. Onward. To build this mindset, you must consciously adopt an abundance mentality. Remind yourself that there are billions of people in this world. See every interaction, whether it leads to a date or a dead end, as practice. The goal is not to win every woman, but to find the one who is a genuine, enthusiastic fit for you. The psychological result is that this mindset makes him fearless and resilient in his interactions. Women can sense this lack of desperation from a mile away. It allows him to be his most authentic self, because he isn't constantly modifying his behavior out of a fear of the outcome. He is simply expressing who he is and seeing if it aligns with who she is. Number 5. He sets and enforces boundaries with calm certainty. A man's boundaries are the silent teachers that show the world how to treat him. He understands that he is responsible for what he allows. His boundaries are not aggressive walls built out of anger. They are clear lines drawn in the sand, born of self-respect. Let's say a woman he is dating is consistently late, leaving him waiting for 20 or 30 minutes each time. The average man complains, sighs, and maybe makes a passive-aggressive comment, but he ultimately accepts the behavior. He tolerates the disrespect. The high-value man addresses it directly and calmly. After the second time, he might say, "I really enjoy spending time with you, but my time is very important to me, and I expect the same from people I date. If this happens again, we won't be seeing each other anymore." He says it without anger, but with absolute certainty. And most importantly, he is fully prepared to walk away if the boundary is crossed again. Your action step is to identify one area in your life where your boundaries are weak. Is it with last-minute plan changes? Disrespectful jokes? Unreasonable demands on your time? Decide what your limit is. The next time it is crossed, communicate it calmly, clearly, and just once. And be prepared to enforce the consequence. The result is that boundaries almost always generate respect, not conflict. They are a powerful signal that you value yourself, which in turn makes others value you more. A man without boundaries is unconsciously viewed as a man without self-respect. Number 6. He is the master of his emotions, not a slave to them. This is the core of practical Stoicism. A high-value man feels the full spectrum of human emotion: anger, frustration, sadness, joy. But he does not let these feelings dictate his actions. He creates a space between the stimulus and his response. He responds. He doesn't just react. Imagine a scenario where a woman says something provocative or subtly insulting, designed to get a rise out of him. The average man immediately falls into the trap. He gets angry, defensive, and engages in a pointless argument. He has given her the exact emotional reaction she was subconsciously seeking and has lost his frame entirely. The high-value man observes the comment. He recognizes the intent behind it, and instead of reacting, he chooses his response. He might respond with calm amusement or a subtle smile, or simply change the subject. He starves the drama of the emotional reaction it needs to survive. To practice this, start implementing the Stoic pause. When you feel a strong emotional trigger, an insulting comment, a frustrating situation, train yourself to pause. Take one deep breath before you speak or act. In that precious 3-second window, you take control back from your primal reactive brain and give it to your logical, disciplined mind. The psychological effect is immense. Emotional control is the ultimate sign of masculine strength and stability. It makes him a calming presence, a leader. People, and especially women, are deeply drawn to this emotional bedrock, as it signals safety, reliability, and power. Number 7. He invests in his own growth relentlessly. The universe is in a constant state of either growth or decay. There is no middle ground. The high-value man understands this and applies it to himself. He knows that he is a perpetual work in progress and is always seeking to improve his mind, his body, and his spirit. For him, stagnation is a form of death. The average man often lets his life become a flat line after a certain age. His evenings are consumed by mindless television, aimless internet scrolling, and passive entertainment. He stops learning, stops building, stops challenging himself. The high-value man does the opposite. He dedicates a non-negotiable portion of his time and energy to his own development. He reads books that challenge his thinking. He learns new skills that make him more capable. He hones his craft to become a master in his field. He pushes his body in the gym to forge discipline and resilience. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to choose one area for growth this month. Just one. It could be physical, like starting a new gym routine. It could be mental, like reading one non-fiction book. Or it could be skill-based, like starting an online course to learn a language or a new software. Dedicate just 3 to 5 hours a week to it. A man who is constantly growing is never boring. He is dynamic, multifaceted, and interesting. This personal growth is the fuel for the internal validation we discussed earlier. You start to respect yourself more because you are keeping the promises you make to yourself. Number 8. He is not afraid to walk away from a bad deal. This is his ultimate source of leverage in dating, in business, and in life. It is his absolute willingness to walk away from any situation, any person, any deal that does not meet his standards or respect his boundaries. Think of a relationship that is clearly not working. There is constant conflict, a lack of respect, and a misalignment of core values. The average man stays, often for months or even years too long. He stays because he hopes things will change, but mostly, he stays because he fears being alone more than he desires his own self-respect. The high-value man approaches this differently. He recognizes the negative pattern. He communicates his needs and boundaries clearly. And if the situation does not improve, he walks away. He may feel sadness, but he will not sacrifice his peace and self-respect to avoid the temporary discomfort of being alone. The action here is to define your non-negotiables. What are the absolute pillars of respect and compatibility you require in a relationship? Honesty, loyalty, shared goals, mutual support. Write them down. If you find yourself in a situation where these are consistently violated, you must choose your long-term self-respect over your short-term comfort. The paradox is that this willingness to leave often makes people fight harder to keep you. But that is not the goal. The goal is to ensure you are never a prisoner in a situation that is beneath you. Your feet are your greatest negotiating tool. Number 9, he cultivates a strong social circle. His tribe. A man cannot reach his full potential alone. The high-value man knows this and does not make a woman the absolute center of his social and emotional universe. He maintains strong, supportive bonds with other men and family who hold him accountable, challenge him, and have his back. The classic mistake the average man makes is that once he gets into a relationship, he disappears. His friends stop hearing from him. His hobbies fade away. His entire social and emotional support system is condensed into one single person. This puts immense pressure on the relationship and is the root of neediness. The high-value man integrates his partner into his life, but he fiercely protects his time with his male friends. He understands that these friendships provide perspective, camaraderie, and a sense of identity that a romantic relationship cannot and should not be expected to fulfill. Your step is to take action on this. Schedule a recurring weekly or bi-weekly activity with your friends. A workout, a game night, a phone call. Put it in your calendar and treat it as a non-negotiable appointment. This time is vital for your mental health, your balance, and your masculine frame. A strong social circle prevents obsession and desperation in dating. It signals that you have a full, rich life that she is being invited to join, rather than needing her to be your entire life. This maintains polarity and attraction in the long run. And finally, the habit that underpins all the others. Number 10, he is genuinely comfortable with his own solitude. This is the bedrock. This is the foundation upon which the entire skyscraper of self-respect is built. A high-value man does not fear being alone. In fact, he learns to cherish his time alone. It is in solitude that he recharges, thinks clearly, connects with his purpose, and strengthens his own frame. Consider a Friday night with no plans. For the average man, this is a source of intense anxiety. He frantically swipes on dating apps, texts old contacts, and scrolls through social media, seeing everyone else having fun. The silence is deafening to him because it forces him to confront his own emptiness. For the high-value man, an empty Friday night is an opportunity. It is a gift of time, an opportunity to read that book, to work on his business plan, to go for a long drive and just think, to sit in silence and simply be with his own thoughts. He is his own best company. The most powerful step you can take is to intentionally schedule one evening a week for pure, unadulterated solitude. No dates, no friends, no phone for a few hours. Get comfortable in the quiet of your own company. It will be difficult at first, but with practice, it will become your superpower. Because a man who is comfortable alone is a man who is truly free. He engages with the world out of genuine desire, not out of a desperate need to escape himself. This is the ultimate source of his power, his frame, and his unwavering attractiveness. Everything else we have discussed today is built on this foundation of solitude. So let's bring it all together. The high-value man is not a persona you put on. It's a series of practices you embody. 1. He operates from purpose. 2. He uses his words with economy. 3. His validation is internal. 4. He sees rejection as redirection. 5. He enforces his boundaries with calm. 6. He is the master of his emotions. 7. He is a student for life. 8. He is always willing to walk away. 9. He cultivates his tribe. And 10. He finds profound strength in solitude. Start with 1. Don't try to master all 10 overnight. Pick the one that resonated most deeply with you and commit to focusing on it for the next 30 days. This is a journey of becoming, not a race to a finish line. If this guide has provided you with clarity and a path forward, consider subscribing. We are building a community of men dedicated to self-mastery and calm, stoic strength. Join us on the journey. Now that you understand the habits of a high-value man, the next crucial step is to understand the psychological impact these habits have on others. Tap the video on your screen now titled, "When You Stop Seeking Validation." This is what she feels. It's the perfect sequel to what you've learned today and will show you the immediate effects of your powerful new frame.